Hello, Pokemon lovers. Welcome back to Rating All Pokemon, where I, Hilda, rate a bunch of Pokemon each week. And it is what it is. Today, we only have 3 Pokemon as a continuation of our legendary sort of fiasco that's been at the end of Gen 4. So let's just get through it, because at the end, we're finally at the end. We're gonna be doing Shaymin and Arceus first today, and then last but not least, it's Victini, finally, the very first Pokemon of Gen 5. Yay! Gen 5 is here! We love Gen 5! But let's get to it. Shaymin is a grass/grass flying Pokemon, and it is the gratitude Pokemon, and it's cute, and it's round, and it's little, and it's white, and it's green, and it's a hedgehog, and it looks like something called a Gracidia flower, which is a made-up flower. It's made up, but people in the Pokemon world apparently use the Gracidia to say thank you to each other, so that's a sweet little thing that these made-up people do, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining it. I don't know who is doing what in the Pokemon world, because there's not that much information about it. It grows a Gracidia flower on its body when it's feeling comfortable, and more grow as it feels more comfortable. But when Shaymin feels like it's in danger and that it's being threatened, it like turns to like hide the flowers so that you can't see its flowers. It's like, no thank you. However, if it touches the Gracidia flower item, which is different than the actual normal flowers that you can pick and that actually grow on its body, if it touches the item, it switches into Sky form. And Sky form, it changes from a hedgehog to like a cute little fawn dog buddy boy. And he has a little scarf on like he's the boss of a train. That's a bonus. Either way, Shaymin are known for literally changing pollution into flowers, which is beautiful and cool and kind of like Ferngully, but also seems like it would be really annoying. What if you know, were in the sewers and then there was a bunch of flowers in the sewers and then the entire city's pollution system got backed up? That would be a disaster from turning pollution into flowers. Nobody wants that. Nobody, don't do that, Shaymin. Oh yeah, also apparently they have mind powers. They can like read thoughts and they can tell when people are thankful. I don't know why people don't talk about that all the time. Apparently every legendary Pokemon just has psychic powers on top of almost everything that it can do. So, I don't know, everybody just ignores that. Let's just continue ignoring it, I guess. There's really not much to say about it. It can tell when you're thankful. That's crazy. An animal can sense when a human is thankful. That's insane. Every season, they meet up together in a glade in a little Shaymin club together, and they decide where they're all gonna go migrate. And then they migrate there, and then again, wherever they settle, it all turns to flowers. So, hopefully it's not a playground or a schoolyard or somewhere that would be a disaster or tragedy, because these guys are just doing whatever they want. They're just changing stuff into flowers. It's crazy. The amount of flowers are starting to feel evil. Let's just be real. But you know what? At least it gives them somewhere to hide, because they also kind of look like bouquets. If you think, like if you really squint, you could see how a Shaymin could be a bouquet. Regular Shaymin in real life seem to be based off a hedgehog, but also like a chia pet. I don't know if you know what a chia pet is. I don't know do they still make those? I don't know if they make them, but they're like a little like thing that looks like an animal, or like Barack Obama's head or something like that, and you water it and it has chia seeds in it, and then it grows a little grass out. And Shaymin has grass instead of fur, so, you know, maybe that's what Shaymin's based off of, who knows? But then Sky form, when you look at Sky form, we're not talking about chia pets anymore. We're talking about a dog fairy. I don't know, like a champ, like Balto. It's like a green version of Balto. Does anybody even know what Balto is? Has anybody heard of anything that I've ever heard of? I don't know, nobody knows. Shaymin's name is a mix of a couple words. One of them is the Chinese word xie, which means thanks, and then plus Shaymin or shaman, which is like a mystic from a like a old-timey village who like looks at guts on the ground and decides what the future is gonna be. That could be part of it. And then also like a stamen, which is like the part of a flower that is the flower's penis. Yeah. I like Shaymin. Shaymin's pretty good. I like both forms. I think it's a pretty it makes me feel positive. 4 out of 5 stars. Up next, we got Arceus. He's a normal type. Let's talk about the Arceus debate first. Apparently, they changed it. The pronunciation changed because they don't want to offend British people who say "ass" to mean ass. Arceus, 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 it's all the same. I don't care, you don't care, nobody cares. Just say whatever you want to say. It's a free world, it's not even a real, doesn't even really exist. He kind of looks like a horse or a deer or like a deer god. He's got like a god, like he's got like a wheel around him. He's white and gold and he's got like, these like sort of like deep black, sort of like line wavy guys on his body, and his eyes are like a nice bright green and red. He's crazy, he changes colors, he's amazing. But it makes sense because legend has it that Arceus used its 1,000 arms to literally create the universe and every other Pokemon that exists. Or maybe it was just the Sinnoh region, or maybe it was just the Pokemon world. Nobody knows, it's not clear. They have said it all different ways. Sometimes Arceus seems omnipotent and to protect, it can do anything, magic powers, controls time and space. It can like go back to the moment it was caught or something. I don't know, there's a lot of weird Pokedex entries on this guy. But it's supposed to use its powers to protect the entire planet, and even though it technically is supposed to have like a nice caring side, do not cross Arceus, do not cross Arceus, do not cross Arceus, because it will kill you. It doesn't care. It's God. It is very powerful. Other times though, it's just like a cool looking Pokemon that you can catch as a little 10-year-old boy somehow, and you can give it a little, you just hand it a plate and it changes. Now it's a fire type. Now it can use Judgment, Ice. Thanks for the ice plate. That's a, you know, it's God or it's just that. Who knows? But either way, it's probably banned if you're in a tournament. But also, it created the region from Pokemon Conquest, apparently. I don't know, that's an extra bonus. Does that count? Pokemon Conquest, courtesy of Arceus. Apparently the legend is that there was nothing, and then there was an egg, and then Arceus hatched from the egg, and then he made everything else. I don't know who made the egg. I don't know who made that egg. But you know what? It makes sense though, because design-wise, he's basically just like a mishmash of like every civilization's creation myth. Even the egg is like all over the place, but especially we want to talk about the Shinto gods, Kunito Kotachi, that's one of them, and Amenomina Kanushi. And they summoned Izanami and Izanagi, who created Japan with a spear, okay? So the key is these gods summoned two gods and then made Japan with a spear, okay? Where do you get Dialga and Palkia in Gen 4? Spear pillar. Arceus' name is Greek. It comes from Archon, which means like ruler or lord. It's Greek. Latin is also there for Deus, which is the Latin word for God. So it's like Archon Deus. It's like it's like the god of gods, if you think about it that way. And then Arc, because it has a weird like time and space ring around its body. There's more to say about that, but I made an episode about it 3 years ago. So go read it, go watch it. Don't read it. I don't know how you read it, don't. He looks crazy, and the lore is like interesting that it hints at, but there's like not enough of it, and it's not really like handled well in the games. Arceus, I love you. 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. Victini, up next. Victini, Psychic Fire type. This guy's the best. He's the victory Pokemon. It's time for Gen 5. We're here, Viva Victory. Gen 5! Wow! Evolve! I don't know. He's a victory Pokemon. Makes sense, because he's actually number in the Unova Dex, he's actually number 000 before the starters, because even though he's like the Mew of the game, he's first because he always wins. That's his thing. It's crazy. He comes in first place. 000 beats first, I guess. He's cute. He's a little bunny rabbit, bunny boy, bunny man, bunny rabbit buddy. And he makes a V for victory with his ears, which is, he's cute. He's got it. He's a simple one-note Pokemon, V for victory. That's his whole thing, but he's like a little rabbit and he makes a V for victory with his ears. And he never likes to fight. This is his thing. He like doesn't like to fight, but it doesn't matter because like if he does fight, he's gonna win. That's his thing. Can't fight him, he's gonna win. That's his thing. Don't mess with him. Anybody who makes friends with it is gonna also win. So that's another part of this. Like that's what happened to Ash. Ash like ran into Victini in 2 separate movies that were like, were they the same? What was the deal? Were they related? Were they like alternate? What happened with those? There was a white version and a black version, right? Point is, you make friends with him. Ash did it. He also helps you win at like random times. He like spies on you. It's crazy. Also, it loves macarons. I mean, we know definitively that it loves macarons, but I'm not gonna rule out that it's just a rule of the entire world that everybody loves macarons, including all Pokemon, because why the fuck not? Who doesn't love macarons? Don't at me on that. I don't wanna know who doesn't love them. Don't tell me. I love macarons. Let's go. But funnily enough, funnily enough, here's the thing, not based off macarons, actually based off apple slices. So let me tell you about this. You know how like there's pasta and like fruit snacks and stuff like that where it looks like something cool to get kids to eat it, or like your mom like cuts up like a hot dog to look like an octopus so that it's fun to eat it. I don't know who that, I think that's a Japanese thing too, but basically in Japan, this is a thing called usagi ringo, which is like a way that moms slice apples for kids that's like traditional, that makes them look like little rabbits. It's really cute. I don't know if we can get a picture of it. It's real cute. It's super precious. And that's kind of what Victini's based off of. His main fur is like the color of the inside of an apple, and his hair is like, on the outside of his ears is like red, like an apple skin. It's really cute stuff. Also, he's probably inspired by Nike, who is the Greek winged goddess of victory, because he kind of looks like he has wings, because he has these weird like, does he have wings? He's got wings. He's got little butt wings, but he's based off Nike. Also, like, if we're even gonna like boil it down to even simpler, like he's just based off V, because V is the like Roman numeral for Gen 5, and it's for victory, and it's like a perfect, it doesn't need to be more complicated than that. It doesn't need to be, because that's perfect. That's already a perfect design. Just like stop it right there. He's like a little apple V rabbit bunny, and he's victorious. It's awesome. His name, obviously we got victory in the name, but is it just like teeny? Like teeny tiny? Like maybe it's just like a teeny tiny little winner? Like a little teeny boy winner man? I don't know why I like Victini so much. I have no idea why. Maybe it's the color scheme, which I like a lot. Maybe it's because he has like really cool fire moves that are like only he can do, or that are like pretty much only he can do. I don't know. Apparently it was designed for girls over boys, which maybe is why I'm into it. I'm not sure. But also, let's say this. Junichi Masuda, creator of most of the soundtracks that you love, and like basically the like godfather of all Pokemon games going forward from now on. He likes this Pokemon more than any other Pokemon in Gen 5. And honestly, that's good enough for me. Victini, you little champion. You knew it was gonna happen. 5 stars. That's it for me today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click on whatever to make other stuff. Thank you to whoever helped out with this video. I don't know who he is. Somebody helped out. But I'm Hilda. Thank you for watching. This has been Rating All Pokemon. We'll see you next time for another video. Goodbye, guys. Peace.
All right, in case you hadn't realized, that was my good friend Alex from the Dex. We had this idea one day, and we were like, fuck it. Let's just do that. It was a dumb idea, but it was a good idea. But don't worry, next season, I will be back with my own face for the Unova region, and I hope you're ready for that. I'm quite excited about that. Before I start with the Unova region, I'm gonna do a special episode, so be on the lookout for that. It will happen very soon. It might be in 2 weeks instead of 1, but it's gonna happen, I promise. And thank you for watching. I will see you next season? Is that what? Season, maybe? I don't know. Goodbye. Wow, it looked like a happy old seal. Goodbye.